Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I was not expecting at all the response I got from my first video, just reviewing the Amplify collection from Alphalete and giving my honest review on it. So what I thought I would do is, I realized that I have a few more pieces that are launching with the Amplify new colorways in a couple of weeks time on the 5th of June. So I figured why not just pop them on quickly, give you a super quick review of those and sort of talk about how I found them in comparison to Amplify and other pieces in the range, just to give you a bit of an idea in case you're wanting to purchase into those ones too, because the OG revivals, I think before Amplify, the OG revivals were like the thing that everybody came to Alphalete for, and they are great, and I do have a couple of pairs of them. And then they're launching the Ultra Soft Thrive tank, which I actually have the tank from previous launch in a slate grey, and they are launching some hoodies, and I do have quite a few hoodies that I wear pretty much most days, especially when it comes to like summer in London where it's nice and warm, but you can get away with a cropped hoodie if it's a little bit fresh. And yeah, I wear them to death, so I think it was worth mentioning that, you know, if you're looking to maybe get your hands on one of the hoodies, I think there's one that I'm really eyeing off. I think it's in like a mustard colour, which is so not me, but I'm down to try it. Yeah, I thought I'd just chuck it on, show you what it's like on, and give you my thoughts on it, in case it helps you when you're at the checkout. So I will just jump straight into it, and I will take you through the Revival leggings, talk a bit about what makes them different from Amplify, and show you a couple of colorways. So guys, I figured I would just keep it a close up with the leggings. These are the OG Revivals in the colour Sonic Blue. So these I purchased, I think it was either at the start of last year or maybe even before that, I don't remember. But these, the OG Revivals were what Alphalete was known for. So the OG Revivals do have a couple of differences to them. They do have a front seam, and they have, you know, a bit of a different waistband compared to the Amplify collection. The waistband does sit a lot higher, so you can see the Amplify sat right at my belly button. These sit quite a bit above, so almost like a finger or two above, and they come up all the way around to cinch the waist up nicely, and they are quite tight and compressive depending on what size you get. I'll come back to that in a second. But on the leggings themselves, as you can see here, they do have some different detailing that sort of contours to the different shapes of the legs. So I think it comes right around underneath the butt, gives it a nice little shape there. And yeah, it's just got a little bit more detail in terms of, it's got the ribbing across the legs. I'm going to fall over. Where can I show you? It's got some ribbing down the side here, which is also got around the ankles. So this is quite compressive, and I find that if I wear these for a few hours, or more like if I wear them for the whole day, it does tend to leave me with those rib lines on my skin, because you can tell that it's quite compressive and you can feel that compression. They're a lot more stretchier, but you can tell that the material is thinner here. So you can definitely tell, I find when I compare these to the Amplify, that the material is just a lot thinner, and you can sort of move it around and sort of bunch it up. Whereas Alphalete kind of sits on the skin, you feel like you're pretty sucked in and compressed, and it's not moving anywhere. This has back seam to it, so where the Amplify has the scrunch bun, this is just a plain back seam. I find personally that it's not as flattering on my glutes for me. I find anything that's got like a straight cut across the back doesn't really flatter me as much personally, but I know that these leggings do look amazing on so many of the Alphalete girls, and so many of the people that purchase them. So I think they're definitely one to watch and keep an eye out for if this is, keep an eye out for if you're in the market for a different type of legging that maybe isn't the Amplify, because you don't want the scrunch bum or whatnot. But a little bit of advice on the Revivals. I am in a size small in these. Again, I do wear a size small in everything in Alphalete, but they are super tight and compressive if you're in between sizes. So what I would say is, if you are in between the extra small and the small, potentially going up to a small might be a little bit more comfortable for you, unless you really are keen for that sucked in tight feeling, just because that waistband can get quite tight on you, and it can feel a little bit constrictive. So I've had these leggings for quite a while now and worn them to death, to be honest. Especially working from home, I literally rotated between this pair and 2 other colors because they were just super comfortable, and I would literally wear them week in and week out. So yeah, I think for me personally, I don't train in these anymore. I find that I could if I wanted to, but because I have way too many leggings, I just don't choose to gravitate towards these. I definitely choose the Amplify over them, but they are still a really nice and comfortable legging. Here I am in the purple color. I believe this was maybe Comet when it came out. It came out with the Dreamsicle, I want to call it, collection last year. Maybe it was earlier, 2020, so maybe it was 2019. I don't remember. But it came out in this really nice purple color. I really do like it. Now, one thing also to note on these is that everybody says you have to be really, really careful when you put them on and when you pull them up, because this material is on the thinner side, so it can definitely stretch and snag, and you can pop your fingers or your nails through it. So for me, I had to be really careful with these because it's super easy to just sort of poke a hole in. And I know that in a couple of girls' hauls, when they did put them on at the start, they found that they very quickly sort of broke a hole right away. Now, this is the Performance Crop. This I have in grey, and I purchased this ages ago, and yeah, as I mentioned, I love the Alphalete hoodies. I have 3, no, that's a lie. I have 3 styles, but I have like 5 versions of the crop hoodies, which I'll grab. So these aren't launching, but these are just to show you that I've got quite a few other ones, like a black crop hoodie, and I've got, I think this one was maybe that Atlas hoodie in the white. But I love them. They're really, really good. Great quality. They've got a little bit of that fleece on the inside, so they do keep you quite warm, even though it is a crop hoodie. And it's just really, really comfortable. So this, I've got mine in a small just because I found the extra small was a little bit too cropped for me. But you can always size up a couple sizes if you want more of a baggier fit, or stick to your true size if you want really snug fit. But with this, sorry, I'm on the floor, but it's just an easier angle for you guys. It's got a hoodie at the back. It's really cute the way that it sort of just sits and ends middle back, and the middle just below your belly button. But yeah, I really like it, and it's got little strings. I think this is a little bit dirty right now, so don't mind me, but the Performance hoodie is definitely one that I would get your hands on if you are in the market for a bit of a crop hoodie for heading into summer in one of the nice colorways. And the last colorway that I have on is this grey version in the Revivals. So this, again, it's just been one of those staples where I just wore the heck out of them in quarantine, and I guess I would probably do it when we weren't in quarantine anyway, because they're really, really comfortable, and the grey goes with everything. So again, just back seam, super high waistband, and some of that piping detail with the ribbing across the legs and the ankles. And last top, but by no means least, is this Thrive tank. So this is a Thrive tank that comes in that ultra soft material that I was talking about, and it is launching in quite a few colorways. This is actually a really, really comfortable tank top. I really do enjoy it. It is obviously quite high at the neck, and it just sort of sits quite nicely with the Alphalete logo at the back. And it does sort of, because these are a little bit more high-waisted, it does just sort of reach that, the seam there. It does sit just above my belly button, I would say. And this is, again, in the size small. But I really like this crop, and I don't wear it enough. I think the thing with this one is it is like in a bit of a grey, a pale grey colour. So for me, pairing it with things was always really hard. I did want to get my hands on a white one when they did originally launch, but they were all sold out. So I was like, oh, I'll go with the grey, I can wear that, and I really have not worn it much at all. So I think for me, what I'll be doing is trying to get my hands on a white one at the launch, because it's just really nice. You can just sort of chuck it on, obviously for the gym, you know, full free range of motion without having to sort of just be in a sports bra if you're wanting a little bit more coverage. But you can also chuck this on with leggings and a cardigan or whatever, and go out and about and run some errands, or, you know, go for coffee or whatnot, because it's just really comfortable and casual, and it's kind of like where that leisure vibe comes in, or where like active wear meets, maybe not lounge wear, but like everyday wear. But yeah, I really do like this one. So that's what it looks like on, again, in a size small. For me, I could go an extra small, but again, I don't like my things to be too tight, so I like to have a little bit of room. But yeah, so And that was just a really quick walkthrough of a couple of other pieces that I have that are launching in the next collection, with the next collection on June 5th. But yeah, I hope this was helpful in case you're interested in any of these pieces, and let me know your thoughts or feedback in the comments below. And thank you very much for watching. Thanks guys, bye.